Police called a medic, this beat came to me on a stretcher. In the lab, I step to the mic and feel like I'm Dexter. I'm a man, dark world, but I'm still shining like treasure. Yeah, I got joy like ha ha ha. Wait, and I can't wear smiles, that's fake. Then I'm between love and strong. Hate clock says no time for mistakes. Ring the alarm, sirens go off, but I'm calm. My life resides in his palm. Submit to my pops, respect for my mom. Honoring both, so my life will be long. Third time is the charm of the third strike. Had to.
What's going on, drivers? Welcome to Trucking with Old Snapper. Hope all of you out there doing great, staying safe and staying out of trouble. Well, a while back, whenever I was leaving Poly, before I came here, I was doing a little bit of research. And through another YouTuber talking about it and then doing some research on my own, I was able to run across a company that some of you might be interested in. Figured I'd get online and talk about it a little bit. I didn't go up there. I'll talk about why I didn't at the end of this video, but I figured I'd put all that information out there for you. Well, again, I'm headed down to Laredo with some chemical. That's where I'm headed. Coming through one of these little West Texas towns. That's all I got going on here. Figure we'll cruise through this little town and talk about this for a minute. And maybe one of you out there will be interested in doing this, or maybe you'll know somebody who is. You can send them the video and they can gain some information on it. Now, throughout this video, I'll be putting up their contact information and all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in them, you can go look them up, or you can call them, whatever it is you want to do. All right, this company's in Alaska, and they got some kind of gold mine thing going on. Now, I did call up there and ask them if it was temporary. They said no, it's not temporary. They got years worth of work. It's a black gold transport, and they run this little like 200 or 250 mile loop. They go from the mine to somewhere where they dump at. They dump and then they go back to the mine, and they just do it over and over. And they're running side dumps. Now, you got to have your doubles, because they haul side dump doubles. And I know I can already hear some of you right now. Alaska, running doubles through the mountains in the snow? I ain't doing that. Well, hang on, killer. This is my thinking, and this is why I'm putting this video out now. Coming up on summertime. If you're gonna go do something like that, summertime would be the best time to go do it. Summertime would be a good time to go up there, learn the route, learn, you know, and then decide when winter came if you wanted to run it for the winter also, or take the winter off. Hang on a minute, I gotta do my little hazmat check the railroad track thing here before I take off. That clutch brake sucks. Now, that company that I'm talking about is paying well enough that technically you could go up there, you could work throughout the summer and then take all winter off if you wanted to. And I'm sure some guys do it because they're paying pretty dang well. And for those of y'all that are wondering, I looked into the cost of living up there, and it's comparable to Texas. Their houses were renting for the same price as what you'd rent one for down here. You know, there were 2 bedrooms going for $1,200, $1,300 a month, $1,400 a month. You know, so it really wasn't as expensive as I thought it would be, especially whenever they got companies up there that are paying like this one's paying. Now, this company's paying, last I looked, when I first looked at them, they were like 34 an hour. I think they're at 41 or 42 an hour, something like that. Now, here's the kicker, all right, with this job. Now, you're going to want to call and verify that this is still the same since they raised the rate. But when the rate was 34, this is the way they were paying. All right. Anything after 8 hours in a day was overtime. It was time and a half. Anything after 40 hours in a week was also overtime. It was time and a half. with their pay being up in the 40s and they're paying overtime like that, you work 5 days a week, man, you're probably going to make pretty close to $3 grand. I'd have to put a pencil to it, you know, but that's a rough estimate. You're going to be somewhere around 28, 27, 28, maybe $3 grand. You work 6 days a week, you're probably going to be even higher than that. I don't know what the intra-state hours of service rules are for Alaska, so I don't know what kind of hours of service they're following running that route. That would have a lot to do with how many hours in a week you were able to work and how much money you could make. Now you got to remember, it's gold. That's the product. The product is gold, so it's going to pay well. It's a high value commodity. So being it's a high value commodity, they can afford to pay really well. And if you're worried about housing, they do offer housing. I don't know if they charge for it or not. I didn't get that far. But they do offer housing, and it may very well be free, because some companies do that, especially when they're remote like that. This company is in North Pole, Alaska, which is pretty close to, I believe there's a naval base there or an Air Force base. There's something there, right there in that area. It's right outside of Fairbanks, if I remember correctly. They run some pretty nice equipment. When I looked online, they were running Kenworth 680s, I believe, day cabs. Before I put this up, I'll go see if I can find some pictures of their trucks and the types of trailers that they're using, and put a little bit of that in this video so y'all can get an idea of what kind of equipment they're driving up there. But I'm gonna tell you now, I'm paying like that, it'd be easy. It'd be real easy to go up there, work 6 months. Heck, you wouldn't even have to rent a place. You could just rent an extended stay hotel or temporary month to month on a little apartment or something. Work 6 months and come back to the States for 6 months. Take 6 months off. Go chill down on the beach in Florida or whatever. Because that's pretty dang good money. Now I'm going to talk about why I did not go up there and do this. There's a reason why I didn't. Because I do want to go to Alaska. I've always wanted to go to Alaska, but I'm just not quite at the point in my life where I'm ready to go to Alaska. I need my youngest daughter to get above 18. If I go up there and I start making money like that, I'm not going to have a choice. I'll have to stay up there, whether I want to stay there or not. Because the second the child support system sees what I'm making, they're going to up my child support. They do it to me every time. I can go up $1 a week in pay, and within about 3 months, I'm gonna get a letter in the mail that they're reevaluating my child support. I mean, they stay on it, hardcore. So if I was to go up there and start doing that, I couldn't do it as a trial basis to see if I wanted to run it throughout the winter. Because by the time winter came, my child support would already be up. I wouldn't be able to come back to the States and survive. I would be stuck there, whether I wanted to or not. I'd be running it. I would just be there permanently. And that's why I didn't go run that job. But I did keep it in my back pocket. I still keep it in the back of my mind. And you never know. One day I may say the hell with it and just take off. Go for it. You never know. You might see old Snapper up there in Alaska. Be a whole different landscape than this, that's for sure. The doubles portion of the CDL test is not that hard, and hauling doubles is not that hard. If any of you've ever done it, you realize that hauling doubles is a lot of times easier than hauling a single, because you got two shorter trailers, so it's easier to make your turns and stuff like that. In my opinion, it is. Hauling doubles is easier than hauling a single 53, in my opinion. But I figured I would throw this out there. If any of y'all are looking, maybe you've fallen on hard times with the freight rates being down. Maybe you want to do something different with your life. Maybe you want to go make some big bucks. Hell, maybe you want to go up there and work 6 months out of the year. Spend the other 6 months in South America, chasing beautiful senoritas or something, or senors, whatever you're into. You know, this would be a pretty good company to do that with. Oh, and before I forget, I believe they pay all the benefits. So your medical benefits, they cover 100% of. If I'm not mistaken, I have to look that up. I'll put that in here too, because I might be wrong, but I think they covered all the medical benefits as well. Well, if you know somebody who might be interested, somebody that is into that kind of stuff, or maybe you know somebody that's wanting to go to Alaska, wanting to go up there and go to work, shoot them the video. They can get a hold of these people, and maybe they can get them a job. Y'all take care, stay safe. Remember, we are all family out here, even if we are a little bit dysfunctional. And let's keep trucking.